Welcome, listeners, to this deep dive. Today, we're really digging into a pretty interesting crypto platform called ONUS.
That's right.
We're looking at material from ONUS app, features, user experience, and Pi network support. And our goal, really, is to figure out what ONUS is all about. What does it promise? What are people actually experiencing?
And critically, how it touches on some of the more, let's say, speculative parts of crypto.
Exactly. We want to pull out the key takeaways, the insights you need to know.
You know, what's really striking is how they're trying to appeal to everyone, beginners, experienced folks, especially in specific markets, growing markets. And that raises a big question for all of us, doesn't it?
Which is?
How do we balance the opportunity here with the potential risks in these fast-moving financial techs?
That's the core question. Okay, so let's start unpacking. What is the ONUS app, fundamentally?
Well, the sources say it's a crypto exchange and also a wallet platform.
Okay, exchange and wallet.
And the aim seems to be making crypto investing accessible for a really wide audience, beginners right through to experienced traders.
And where is it making this impact? You mentioned specific markets.
Yeah, connecting this to the wider view, it seems particularly popular in Southeast Asia.
Ah, okay.
We're seeing significant user bases mentioned for Vietnam, Nigeria, India, the Philippines, Indonesia.
So a clear focus on emerging markets then.
Definitely. Looks like they're aiming to provide crypto opportunities where maybe traditional finance isn't as accessible.
Makes sense. So with that target audience, what does the app actually do? What are the features?
Okay, features. Well, first up, it's a multi-currency wallet. Supports a pretty broad range of coins and tokens.
It's across different blockchains.
Yep. Bitcoin, Ethereum, so ERC20 tokens. Also Binance Smart Chain, BSC, BEP20 tokens. And Tron, Polygon, Solana, Ton Network, Arbitrum One. Quite a list.
That's extensive. Means users can hold lots of different assets in one spot.
Exactly. Flexibility is key there.
But it's not just a wallet. You said exchange, too.
Right. Beyond holding, it's a full crypto exchange. Offers spot trading.
So buying and selling right now.
Yeah, immediate delivery. And also futures trading for reportedly over 600 cryptocurrencies.
600, wow. Does that include the big names?
Oh, yeah. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, Ripple, the usual suspects.
Okay.
But also, interestingly, popular meme coins like Shiba Inu, Pepe Coin.
So a real mix. Now, here's something that often trips people up, getting normal money, fiat currency in and out. How does ONUS handle that?
That seems to be a key feature. They allow buying and selling crypto using fiat. Specifically mentions USDT, the stablecoin.
Pegged to the dollar.
Right, and VNDC, which is the Vietnamese dong.
So direct Vietnamese dong integration. That's significant for that market.
Absolutely. And crucial to that is support for deposits and withdrawals via apparently over 30 banks.
Over 30. That really smooths the process, doesn't it?
It certainly lowers the barrier to entry and exit.
Okay, so holding, trading, fiat integration, what about earning? Passive income opportunities.
Yes, they offer those too. Things like crypto savings products, basically staking or farming.
Where you lock up your crypto to earn rewards.
Exactly. And they mentioned some pretty high APY rates, annual percentage yield, up to 24.09% apparently.
24%.
Yeah.
That's very attractive.
It is, but, it's important context in crypto. Higher yield often means higher risk.
Always the trade-off.
Yeah.
Okay, so a range of options. What about tools for the more active traders or people who want to automate things?
They seem to have a good selection there, too. You get the standard market price charts, of course, profit loss tracking, which is essential, but also automated tools like automatic take profit stop loss.
So you can set targets to lock in gains or cut losses automatically?
Precisely. Good for risk management. And they have auto invest.
Is that like dollar cost averaging, DCA?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Investing a fixed amount regularly, smoothed out over time. ONUS automates it.
Useful for building positions steadily.
Definitely. Plus, they offer crypto loans borrowing against your holdings. And a launchpad for new tokens. And that futures trading we mentioned with leverage up to by 125.
Whoa, okay, back up. 125x leverage on a platform aiming for beginners, too.
Yeah, that's a high number.
Controlling a position 125 times your capital? That sounds incredibly risky, especially if you're new.
It absolutely amplifies risk, magnifies losses just as much as gains. So while they stress the simple interface,
Easy to use, yeah.
users really need to understand what they're clicking on with features like that. It's usually for very experienced traders.
Seems like a potential mismatch there. Anything else on the features front?
They also claim to offer free investment signals from experts, and of course they emphasize security protocols, multiple layers.
Right, security is paramount. Okay, so feature-wise, it sounds pretty comprehensive. Easy interface, lots of coins, trading, earning, tools, even high leverage. But what happens when the rubber meets the road? What are the actual user experiences like?
Well, looking at reviews, the positive side often mentions that simple interface. Ease of use gets praised, especially for newcomers.
Okay, that aligns with their goal.
Quick withdrawals are also frequently highlighted as a plus. People appreciate getting their money out fast.
Always important.
And the variety of investment products, those passive income options, are generally well received.
And customer support.
Some positive mentions there too, yeah. Professional, responsive.
Now, our sources mentioned something about KYC, know your customer checks. What's the situation there?
It seems for some functions, the KYC requirements might be less strict than on other platforms.
Which could appeal to users wanting more anonymity.
Potentially, yes. But it's really important to stress this likely varies. Depends on where you are, what you're doing on the app. Regulations differ.
Good point. Okay, so that's the positive feedback. What about the other side? Concerns or problems?
There are definitely some reported issues. Difficulty withdrawing funds comes up in some reviews.
That contradicts the quick withdrawals point. Maybe inconsistent.
Could be. Or specific circumstances. Also, some complaints about users being accused of multi-accounting, having accounts frozen.
That can be really frustrating for users.
Absolutely. And one review specifically mentioned a problem with a sign-up bonus not being applied persistently.
Little friction points like that can damage trust.
They can. And while it aims to be easy, some more advanced traders might find the overall feature set maybe not as deep as, say, the top global exchanges.
A trade-off perhaps between accessibility and depth.
Possibly, yeah.
And the big one these days, data privacy. What's the story there?
That's a significant consideration. The app apparently can collect and share quite a bit of user data.
Like what?
Personal info, financial info, even photos and videos, device IDs. It's a pretty broad range.
So users really need to read that privacy policy carefully.
Definitely. Understand what you're agreeing to share.
Okay, now let's shift to something specific and potentially controversial. The Pi network. ONUS explicitly lists support for it, allows buying and selling.
Yes, it does. And this is where things get really interesting and require some serious caution.
Because Pi network itself is, well, it's debated, isn't it?
Highly debated. It's crucial to understand what Pi network is, or perhaps isn't yet. The sources are clear. It's a controversial project.
It uses that mobile mining model, right?
Correct. And the key thing is, its mainnet, the fully operational blockchain, isn't fully launched in a way that allows open trading. Its widespread utility is still pending.
Still pending. So if the mainnet isn't fully live and open, what does it mean when ONUS says you can buy and sell Pi?
That's the critical question. The Pi coin you might see on ONUS or similar platforms isn't listed on major reputable exchanges like Bitcoin or Ethereum are. You can't just trade it freely for dollars or other established cryptos everywhere.
So what is being traded?
It usually refers to speculative IOU markets.
IOU, as in IOU.
Exactly. It's basically a promise. Someone is trading the promise of delivering actual Pi coins if and when the mainnet fully launches and those coins become transferable and listed properly.
So it's not trading the real asset yet, just a placeholder based on future hope.
Precisely. It's highly speculative. Or it might refer to some kind of internal transaction within the ONUS app itself, not connected to the broader market.
So the takeaway for anyone seeing Pi listed on ONUS.
Extreme caution, absolutely crucial. Do your own research. Understand that any value or trading activity is likely based on speculation or IOUs, not a live, publicly traded asset with established market value. The real value is highly uncertain.
Got it. That's a really important distinction. Okay, let's try to wrap this up. What's the big picture here for you, our listener?
Well, ONUS seems like a pretty feature-rich crypto platform. It definitely has strengths, particularly for its target users in those specific markets.
Like the focus on Southeast Asia, Africa.
And that user-friendliness makes it appealing, especially if you're just starting out in crypto.
But it also packs in those advanced tools like the high-leverage futures.
Which brings us back to that central question. Platforms want to be accessible, easy. But how careful do we need to be?
About the assets themselves, like Pi.
Yes, understanding the nature and maturity of what you're engaging with, and also about the tools. Is Buy 125 leverage really suitable on a platform marketed to beginners?
Potential pitfalls there.
Definitely. So potential users should always, always prioritize security, understand the risks, practice responsible investing.
And be aware of those reported issues, withdrawal problems, account freezes, and the highly speculative nature of assets like Pi Network listed there.
Couldn't agree more.
So here's something for you to think about. We live in this world of digital finance, right? Full of amazing opportunities, but also significant risks.
Mm-hmm.
How well can any platform really balance that appeal of easy access with the absolute need for users to grasp the full picture, especially when dealing with assets that are still, developing or are purely speculative? Where does that responsibility lie?